guys, welcome back and thanks for taking the time to join me. I'm going to tie you a wee Irish shrimp style pattern that's called the Octopus. Now, this was tied by a French gentleman for the Moy, and it's a good fly this for coloured water. And there's a couple of wee different things that you'll see in it that you may not see in Irish shrimp patterns. The modern Irish shrimp patterns, if you like. Now the hook and the vise is a partridge paintweight double in black nickel in size 10. You tie these down to a size 14 if you wish. The thread that I'm going to start off using is the Uni Thread 80 in white. So I'm just going to come in, get my thread started a couple of mil behind the eye of the hook, run on a few mil of thread and remove the waist tag. The tag and the rib on both the rear and front body is going to be an oval silver tinsel, and this is an oval silver tinsel in size 14 that I'm using, so I'm just going to catch it in underneath the hook shank and then run my thread down, tying in the oval silver tinsel just until your thread sort of in line with the points of the hooks. Then I'm going to come around with 4 turns of the oval silver tinsel. On the last turn, just bring it up and in between the 2 hooks. That locks in your tag. Then you can come in and trim away the excess of the oval silver tinsel. The tail, just a golden pheasant red breast feather. Now, if you like your tails longer or shorter, just depends on what size of the breast feather you use basically. So, just going to stroke the fibres back to reveal the tip. Around with 2 turns, fold the tip back, bring my thread up out of the way, come in and trim away the waist tip of the golden pheasant breast feather. Now, I like to use up the whole feather, so don't worry if it gets caught up in each other, just concentrating getting the feather onto the hook. That's all I'm going to get, so I'll bring my thread back into position, tie this around. I'm going to tie this stem off in underneath. The bodies, both the rear and the front body is going to be floss, so I'm going to just try and keep it as level as I can. I'm just going to come in here with my old toothbrush, just sort of way saves your fingers on the points of the hooks. The way back down, I'm going to catch in our oval silver tinsel again. Square this off. Just going to catch it in underneath. Bring it in underneath the shank of the hook. Now when I get down to here, I'm just going to come in and just hold back any of the wee fibres that want to go forward and tie up tight against the breast feather. Just get this rib out of the way. Just one wee fibre there, just doesn't want to play ball. Got him now. Now the rear body is a yellow floss, and you can use just the uni flosses. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Glow Bright floss number 10. So I'll just get a length of this off, and then we'll double it over. Let's break that off. I'm just going to double it over until I loop, trim the loop. Offer this up to the hook. This is the way I'm using the white thread, just so I can keep the body as bright as I can. And then we'll just come up with the Glow Bright floss. Now what you could do is you could have the Glow Bright floss on your bobbin holder and wind that up to there. Follow this around with my thread. A couple of nice tight turns to catch in the Glow Bright floss. Then we'll come in and trim away the waist. Then we can bring up our rib, and you're looking 3 turns is usually a rule of thumb the body, follow that around, a couple of tight turns to secure, come in and trim away the excess. Now the mid hackle is just a white Chinese cock hackle, so get a nice hackle off, stroke back the fibres to reveal the tip. Now this wee fly took, I think it was 15, it was either 15 or 17 fish, a couple of turns to catch the tip. I'm going to fold the tip back, and one day on the ridge pool when it had a wee small lift, just a wee dirty spate come down it. No other fly worked, so I don't know if that's just being at the right place at the right time, or if it's the fly. Now I'm just going to come round with the white hackle, and I'm going to do 3 turns. It just depends on the quality of the hackle fibre for me. Yeah, it's going to be enough there. Now I'm just going to follow this around with my thread. I'm going to catch in the cock hackle, then we'll come in and trim away the waste. Now at this point there's veilings on the fly of crystal flesh, so we're going to put, this is just 3 strands. Now you can put on more than, or sorry, 4 strands. You can put on more than 4 if you wish, it's up to you. I'm just going to have them just coming back into the tail. Take a turn, another turn to secure. I'm going to fold the excess back. I'm going to come in and trim those away, and then I'm going to offer these underneath. Just get a measurement. We'll offer these in underneath. Just then we hackle fibres, get those to come back. Then I'm just going to pinch the loop up the way. Come around with a couple of nice tight turns. I just want to spin it round to see where we're sitting. I'm happy enough with that. I'm just going to run my thread on up, so to make the flesh a wee bit stronger. Come in, collect all the waste end of the flesh, trim that away. Just bring my thread on up. Then I'm going to come in with my uni thread 801 red. There's a red head on the fly. Just tie down over the white. Come in, trim away the waste tag of the red and your white tying thread. Now we need to go back to our oval silver tinsel. Where is it? There it is there. Just catch that in underneath. I'm just going to wind this down. Now when I get down closer to the hackles, all I do is just come in, just hold everything back, bring my thread down, tied up against the mid hackle. It's not on it, it's not on the hackle, it's just tied up against it. Excuse me. If you tie onto the mid hackle, you'll see the lump, you'll create a lump. Now the front body is going to be the uni floss in black. So just take a length of that, and we'll just pull it in to the length that we want the rear body, and then just run our thread up, and then we'll come around with our uni floss. Now just want to get a nice square turn going at the mid hackle, and then just overlapping turns of the black floss up the front body. Fill that around with your thread. A couple of tight turns will secure that in. Come in and trim away your floss. Now we're just going to bring up the rib, much like the front body. 3 turns should be enough. Follow that around with your thread. A couple of turns to just real tight turns there, just to secure in the rib, it's holding the fly together. Then I'm going to come in and trim away the excess. Now the front hackle, just a red game. Now I have a red game, it's like a spiky cock, it's very stiff. This is a red game, and this is off the back of a saddle. So, and it's a wee bit more mobile. Fibres are just a wee bit more softer. So I'm going to catch this in by a tip. Around with a couple of turns. I'm going to fold the tip back and bring my thread turns back up over the tip. And the hackle, come in, locate the tip, break it away. I'm going to come in with my scissors, run it up the stem. Then we'll just come around with one turn in front of the other. Right, I'm going to put on another one there, and we'll catch the hackle off in underneath. A couple of nice tight turns. Right, that stem's thin enough, so I'm going to strip away some of the fibres off the stem, come in and whip everything back. And just build your head up. Wee fibres on that, my hand there. Just build up the head. Now there's no jungle cock on the original pattern. Keeping your thread tight, you can break away the stem. That's the fly finished. There is no jungle cock on the pattern. That was tied by, I think his name was John Martin or John Luke or something like that. So, but I'm going to put on 2 wee eyes, but you don't need to. I know I keep saying that, but you don't. Now I've just got 2 wee eyes here. It's just that I can't tie them without it. I just can't do it. I couldn't leave it like that. My OCD wouldn't allow me. So I'm just going to come in. Just 2 wee eyes. Stroke them back. Just after these up to the wee pattern. And then I'm going to come around with a couple of loose turns. Just to see what way we're sitting. Right. This wee one here just doesn't want to behave itself. So how do we check the other side? That's okay, it's grand. Just hold the jungle cock, take another turn down, I'm going to sweep back the jungle cock, and then we'll build up a head. Right, if it slips on you like that, I'll just go in and put some wax on, I think. Just slipping off the front there. A wee bit of wax will sort that out. Give you the grip. Now you could brighten the head up further. You could use the Glow Bright Floss number 3. There's the wax there working. Now keeping my thread tight, I'm going to come in and break away the stems of the jungle cock. Just take off any excess wax at this point, and then we'll come in and throw in a whip finish. Put your thread nice and tight. Come in and trim away your tan thread. Now that's the wee fly, just minus the jungle cock. You don't need to add the jungle cock into the fly. Just have a wee check, see where we are. If your thread starts slipping on you, just put on a wee drop of wax. Now I'm just going to come in with the super glue just onto the head, right the whole way right round. Then once that dries, guys, I'll come in and put on a couple of coats of varnish just to seal up the head. And also if you don't, there'll be a moisture bloom in the fly with the super glue, because that's the activator for super glue is moisture. So anyway, there you go, guys. That's the Octopus. Now that's the original pattern. The only thing I've changed is putting on the jungle cock, but you don't have to put it on if you don't have it, or you don't use it, or you don't like it, or it's just a wee bit too expensive for you. Don't put it on. But there you go, guys. That's the Octopus. So you fish the Moy or any of the other Irish rivers, either in Northern Ireland or in the Republic. Tie a few of those up. Hopefully it can catch you a few fish. As always, many thanks for taking the time to view the video, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And until next time, please stay safe and take lines.